Hi students, I'm Sonia from Vidyaguru. Today's session is basically about union budget. As it has been presented, so we'll be discussing important points which are related, which are actually pertinent to your exam preparation. Whichever competitive exam you're going to take, such a session is going to be very beneficial for you. See, I cannot say that XYZ exam you'll be writing and this session will be beneficial for that exam only. This session is going to be beneficial for almost all the competitive exams, believe me. Try to write down everything, whatever I'm teaching you. I'll start from the very first point. I really suggest rather that you should watch the video till the end, because at the end the revision is going to be beneficial. I'll help you with the revision. And I feel that with revision, by pronouncing, by calling things twice or thrice, you'll be able to retain them very easily. Alright, I'll start from the very first point. I'll start with current account deficit. Current account deficit for the current fiscal year. I'm saying current year 18-19, which is going on right now. So that's 2.5%. Current account deficit, that's 2.5%. The next question is fiscal deficit for 18-19. Referring to the current fiscal year, I am saying that fiscal deficit for the current fiscal year, financial year 18-19, that's 3.4%. That's the aim that we expect that till the end of this year, that's going to be our fiscal deficit. For the next financial year, for the next fiscal year, that's 19-20, the projection is the same. That's 3.4%. I'm saying, see, we aim at the deficit, fiscal deficit. How much it is going to be? That's what our concern is. We are saying for the current fiscal year, we aim at 3.4%, and for the next fiscal year, fiscal deficit will be 3.4% again. But if I write more, if I go further, if I may say that the government has already mentioned the fiscal deficit for 2021 also, so they aim at 3% for 2021. Fiscal deficit for the year 20 to 21, that's going to be 3%, that's the projection. Income tax rebate for individuals. Here I'm going to talk about the complete rebate. Complete rebate where you need not pay income tax. Up to 5 lakh there will be no tax. Up to 5 lakh income, I'm referring to the annual income here. So annual income 5 lakh, you need not pay any tax, complete rebate on tax. The next point is about amount per annum to small farmers under PM Kisan. See, this PM Kisan, as I've actually written it in uppercase, it has an expanded form. So I'm going to talk about that. It is very important. This point is very important. The question which can be asked, what is the expanded, what is the full form of PM Kisan? Then I'm going to tell you it is like that. Prime Minister, Pradhan Mantri, Kisan Samman Nidhi Scheme. Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi Scheme, that's the expanded form of PM Kisan. Because generally when we listen to such a word PM Kisan, then we don't expect it to have any expanded form, but it has. That is why I've written it like that. So I'm saying Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi Scheme, under this scheme, small farmers will be benefited by getting 6,000 per annum. That's very important. See, 6,000 annually will be paid to small farmers. That will be paid in 3 installments. 3 installments of equal type. That means 2,000 will be paid. I need to tell you something here. When I am going to define small farmers, what's the definition? How will I define, how will I get to know what type of farmers can be called small farmers and they fall into this category? So small farmers who hold the land holding of 2 hectares. I'm saying small farmers who hold the land holding of 2 hectares, they fall into this category. They can be addressed as small farmers. They are expected to get 6,000 per annum from the government. If I further move ahead, if I think that what government has said on that, you have to understand that till till 31st of March. This year, till 31st of March, government has said that small farmers will be getting the first installment of 2,000 rupees in their accounts. So for that, government has to have something. Has to have something, as in this scheme is bound to have some budget. So what sort of budget this scheme is supposed to have for this year? That's 20,000 crore government must have. I'm saying PM Kisan, under PM Kisan scheme till 31st March, 2,000 will be paid to each small farmer. If this happens, then government is supposed to have some cash. How much cash they are supposed to have? That is 20,000 crore. 20,000 crores government is supposed to have for this financial year. But for the next financial year, when they'll be paying, whole installment, then for the next financial year, they are supposed to have the budget of 75,000 crores. You have to write it down as well, because you have to understand. Let's say if we talk about defense budget, like, a question is here. I have to tell you about the whole budget. Similarly, if there's a scheme, that scheme is bound to have some budget. So I told you PM Kisan, this fiscal year, they are supposed to have 20,000 crore, the complete budget. For the next fiscal, they are supposed to have 75,000 crore for the payment which is supposed to be made to the small farmers under PM Kisan scheme. Next question is standard deduction limit increased to 50,000. But if I may add something, then I'll be actually writing it like that standard deduction limit increased from 40,000 to 50,000. So from 40,000 to 50,000, you need to know the previous one as well. PM Shram Yogi Mandhan monthly pension. Now understand the word Shram in Hindi. That means we are referring to the persons who work. Okay, and what are they providing them? Pension, as it says that monthly pension will be provided to them. How much it is going to be? The pension is going to be 3,000 per month. Okay, if it is 3,000 rupees per month, but you are not going to get it for free, you have to pay something. But who's going to get that? I have to define that as well. So let's start from the beginning. I have to start it like that. If you work in an unorganized sector, if you are an employee in an unorganized sector, and if you get the salary up to 15,000 per month, if your salary is below 50 or 15,000 rupees, I am saying that. If you get the salary of 15,000 per month, up to 15,000 per month, then you have to deposit 100 rupees per month to get the pension after 60 of 3,000 rupees per month. I'm going to explain it once again. I was saying that if you are an employee working somewhere, that place falls under the unorganized sector, and if you get the salary up to 15,000 rupees only, then you are eligible to get this 3,000 per month when you turn 60. But I told you, you're not going to get it for free. You have to pay 100 rupees to the government to get this pension after the age of 60. So that's what this scheme is about. Body set up for production and welfare of cows. So for welfare of cows, they have actually, this body, namely, I'll be actually telling you the Hindi name and English name as well. So Rashtriya Kamdhenu Ayog. In English, it should be called National Cows Commission. So if it is National Cows Commission, I'm saying National Cows Commission set up for production and welfare of cows. The sentence tells you everything, that we are working for cows. The government has set up a body for it. That body is going to work for the welfare of cows, and that body is National Cows Commission. Defense budget for 1920 is going to be 3 lakh crores. The next question is TDS threshold for rent increased to. I'll tell you the answer first. It is 2.4 lakh. it has been increased from a point to some point. So earlier it was 1.8 lakh. Okay, I'll repeat that. I was saying TDS threshold for rent increased from 1.8 lakh to 2.5 lakh. It is lakh only. Gratuity limit increased to 30 lakh. But again, if I actually speak about gratuity, then I must tell you that we are already aware if you work for 5 years, then you become eligible for gratuity. That's the common, thing. I wish to tell you that gratuity limit increased from 10 lakh to 30 lakh. From 10 lakh to 30 lakh, the answer of our question was 30 lakh, but it was increased from some point, that was 10 lakh. Capital gains tax exemption under section 54. If we are referring to section 54, then we have started talking about house, homes, and such things basically. So capital gains tax exemption up to 2 crores. So up to 2 crores capital gains tax exemption, up to 2 crores. Department for Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade. I have to tell you the original name. That means the name of some department has got changed again. The name of DIPP became Department for Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade now. Earlier it was known as Department of Industrial Promotion, Industrial Policy and Promotion. I'm going to repeat that. See, I wish to speak like that. What is DIPP? DIPP stands for Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion has got the new name and it has become Department for Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade. Now, National Education Mission allocation. Something has been allocated to it and that amount is 38,572 crores. 38,572 crores. It is 7. So 38,572 crores, that's the allocation. National Education Mission allocation. National Education Mission allocation, 38,572 crores. Size of Indian economy next 5 years. Size of Indian economy next 5 years will be $5 trillion. But we are referring to, that's the projection basically. I've written that. The size of Indian economy in the next 5 years will be $5 trillion. So huge economy, such a huge economy. Manrega allocation 2019-20. Manrega allocation 2019-20, that is 60,000 crores. Manrega allocation for 19-20, 60,000 crores. Indigenously developed, that means made in India. Made in India, indigenously developed semi-high speed train, that is Vande Bharat Express. Train 18, Vande Bharat Express. Indigenously developed semi-high speed train, the name is Vande Bharat Express. Outlay for Rashtriya Gokul Mission. If somebody questions that, if somebody asks about Gokul Mission, then you have to understand, even the name is going to explain. I am saying Gokul Mission is related to cows. We are talking about the welfare of cows once again. So in the budget, Rashtriya Gokul Mission got 750 CR. 750 crores will be allocated to Rashtriya Gokul Mission. I'll start the revision. I was there at the first point with current account deficit. For the year 18-19, that's 2.5%. Fiscal deficit 18-19, 3.4%. Fiscal deficit 19-20, 3.4% again. Fiscal deficit for 2020-21, that's going to be 3%. We are aiming at that. Income tax rebate for individuals who earn up to 5 lakh. Amount per annum to small farmers under PM Kisan Samman Nidhi, 6,000 per annum. That's important. Annually, they are going to get that amount. So 2,000 as an equal installments will be paid, and 20,000 is the budget for this financial year. So because they have to transfer 2,000 rupees in the small farmers account till 31st of March, this fiscal year I'm referring to. For the next fiscal year, they'll be getting rest of the amount. So the government is supposed to have the budget of 75,000 crore for the next PM Kisan installments, which will be transferred to small farmers. Standard deduction limit increased from 40,000 to 50,000. PM Shram Yogi Mandhan monthly pension 3,000 per month. Pension will be given after 60 years to those people who work in unorganized sector and they earn up to 15,000 rupees. They are bound to deposit 100 rupees per month. Then only they'll be eligible to get 3,000 per month pension when they turn 60. Body set up for protection and welfare of cows, that's National Cows Commission or Rashtriya Kamdhenu Ayog in Hindi. Defense budget for 1920 is 3 lakh crores. 2.4 lakh is the TDS threshold for rent, which was actually 1.8 lakh earlier. Now it has become 2.4 lakh. Gratuity limit increased from 10 lakh to 30 lakh. Capital gains tax exemption under section 54, that's up to 2 crores. Department for Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade was earlier known as, because it has got the new name. The new name is this one, and the earlier name was Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. National Education Mission allocation 2019-20, that is 38,572 crores. This mission, got the amount of that sort. Size of Indian economy in next 5 years will be $5 trillion. That's the projection. 60,000 crore is the allocation for Manrega for 1920. Indigenously developed semi-high speed train Vande Bharat Express. 750 crore is the allocation for Rashtriya Gokul Mission. We are wrapping up. Thank you.